I see that on day 6 I already started writing more stillness. And I've really seen the pattern of rushing coming up, and I get ideas and I get insights of what to do and what to film and all that, but I can now recognize if they come from like the mind, the ego, or is it actual insight from my body. And one of my core pieces of the foundation that I'm rebuilding is stillness, is calm. So I have felt this need to be quiet and to quiet my mind and really be in the moment wherever I am. So for the past 2 days, it's been a lot of this stillness. And stillness for me is very abundant. The quiet time by myself, with myself, I can feel my energetic body, I can feel my vibration, I can feel everything that I am, and I get clear on what needs attention the most, what wants to change, and all of that. Even the little clips that I did film, they're all on moments where my mind has been completely empty, and of course there's been more, but I honestly didn't feel like filming, and I was even asking myself, like, I wonder why I chose the 21 days. And because it's days like this where I feel like I don't have anything to show, because I'm not doing anything, I'm just being quiet, I'm being very still. There's crickets in my mind, and that is the most fruitful for me. And I went to visit my friend for dinner, and I had some thoughts about filming, but I didn't want to. I wanted to be really still and present with her. And we were picking cards, and I asked her to pick a card for me as well. Well, I actually asked her 4-year daughter, to pull me a card, not thinking anything of it, and it was the most perfect message that I needed to hear. And my friend also translated some cards that I pulled from her decks because they're in Japanese, so she translated. And the message was still the same: stillness before breakthrough, or stillness before a big up-leveling in your life. And that's what I feel. And I pulled cards the other morning for myself as well, and exactly the same thing, that I'm on a threshold, and diving deeper into my foundation in a way that I have has really showed me many layers that are just ready to be let go, and I'm really glad about that. And yeah, honestly, if you're checking out your incarnation cross in human design and you have the same gate 47 or gate 5 in your foundation, then honestly just being still is the best. And in my intuitive work, I've practiced this for years, but it kind of slips my mind in my personal human life sometimes. So I know that this foundation is for my human mind, for my ego, firstly, but secondly, also very important to my soul and for my work. I've said on the previous days that I'm transitioning to self-employment, and honestly, I don't know what that's gonna look like to me. I have done this part-time, sometimes full-time, then I've quit, then I've done something else. I have been very on and off with it, and I feel a lot has to do with exactly my foundation, that I have not taken care of it properly. I haven't given myself rest when needed. And the shadow side of the gate 47 is impatience, and that's a huge thing for me. When I know that I want something, that I want it now, and I don't want to wait for it. But a huge part of being in my core and in my center is patience, is stillness, is quiet, so the insight can land, for me to clear all the space up for the insight to land. That is I think the most important thing for me. And what I felt on day 8 was that survival kills creativity, and this impatience, this from one side being pulled to stillness, from the other side being like, I need to create. I don't need to create. I need to be still. So the survival was creeping in from a couple of different places, with like finances, with creativity, and a lot of self-worth shadow came up. I went to a restaurant by myself. So I went on a date by myself, with myself. And the knowing came to me the morning of Saturday then, the day off. And I didn't question it. I was like, yeah, okay. Because I had made plans to go with my friend, but I really felt it in my core that I want to, and I need to go by myself. And I did, and I had a wonderful experience. It was more than about money or the food or about it was the experience. It was how I felt in my being, in my body. I felt like I listened to myself, like I chose to love myself, chose to explore the ways that I can show myself how I love myself. And I think surrendering into the stillness is another way that I show myself how much I love myself. And I know that stillness really is just gateway to creativity and to abundance and to an incredible life that I want to experience. And that is what I'm rewriting in this chapter, in this story of my life right now. And today, as I woke up, I wasn't even fully awake, but I already felt like I want to work today. I want to do work today. And again, my shadow, my ego mind came up like, what do you mean? What kind of work? You don't have any clients right now. You don't have any work to do. What are you gonna do? And I guess my ego just thinks that work equals money. And when there's not money immediately attached to the work, then it doesn't want to do it. So I felt this need of wanting to work, wanting to look at my things vibrationally. Have I chosen energetically the offers that I want to offer to the world? Am I behind them completely? So do I choose my work? Do I choose vibrationally what I want to put out there, right? And there's a lot of moving parts to it, of course. And I was just like talking to myself in between sleep and being awake, and just letting myself talk about like, yeah, okay, so why do you feel like this is not work? Or why do you feel like only when someone books a session with you, only that is work? So yeah, I looked at all of my things vibrationally, and I saw on my homepage that it doesn't look like me. It doesn't feel like me. It doesn't feel like what I am embodying in this moment. Yeah, the offers are somewhat aligned, but I don't know, something was off. So I started playing around. Like I have my homepage made on Squarespace, so I started playing around with templates and different colors and things, and I found myself making a completely like different color palette and fonts and pictures, completely different website for myself. And I felt like my whole body was saying yes, like, this is me. And those kind of things, when I change something and I become more aligned with it, I can see what I've gone through again. I see myself on a different place that I am. I see my shift so visibly and on a 3D level, right? So I checked my vibration, and part of rebuilding this foundation is complete honesty, and I choose to look at all the discomfort that comes up, because again, part of my foundation is that confusion leads to clarity. Like the confusion part is the first clue to illumination. So I have been really carefully like taking notice, being really aware of my energy, of what comes up, what's uncomfortable, what's triggering, what's the inner dialogue that comes up when I choose differently. And pretty much all the time there's something that comes up with it. So I guess the past 3 days it's been a process of seeing what is created from stillness and fine-tuning my vibration, and really listening to myself and making sure that the decisions I make come from a point of power, not point of shadow. So my little Virgo heart, my little Virgo moon heart also is rewriting the stories that all the promises that I make cannot be changed. That they have to, like, if you say 21 days, then you do 21 days, yeah. But if one storyline is 3 days long and I want to make 3 days in one, then that's my rule. That's something I decide for myself. And if I create all, and if this is my game to play, then I make the rules as well, as long as I am true to myself. And today I feel really good because I have followed my curiosity, I have followed my interest, I have followed my passion, I have followed my sacral, and I just within a few hours I created this new website for myself that perfectly shows through visual the energy that I'm in and what I offer to this world. And what I offer is peace, grace, love, deep connection, listening, presence, and groundedness. All of those things that I offer myself to myself I guess that's what I'm learning the most right now, is the things that come so easily for me to offer to others, I must offer to myself as well. No matter what. Because then my cup is full and I am I'm a way better healer. My healing presence can be more powerful than ever to myself and to others as well. So yeah, that has been past 3 days. If you want to connect with me, right now the new website is not out yet because I have still some things that I want to write there, and I felt a stop today, so I'm going to continue with it when I get the inspiration. But until then, you can contact me through email or the comments down below, and I'll be happy to get to know you, chat with you, tune in, and create. Take care. Bye.